line is cat. Shout out to Music Bob, and most importantly, shout out to y'all, Mars fam. Shout out to 50 Cent too. He tapped in. He posted my boy Music Bob on his G-Unit page. That's love. That's appreciation to let you know Music Bob know that 50 Cent's tuned in and a lot of people are watching. And Music Bob is somebody that I've been tapped in with me since around like 700 subs. They ain't never been Hollywood, nothing. They always show me love. So I'm gonna continue to react to their videos and show them love. This video is Eminem and 50 Cent, the full story of friendship. Now, with this situation, 50 Cent has always said in interviews, never outshine a master. And he said that's something he told Drake, you know what I'm saying? Because it'll hurt you in the long run. So he definitely shows a lot of loyalty to 50 Cent, and they definitely show a lot of loyalty to each other. And whenever their name is brought up, they always, big up each other and stuff like that. And that's what real friends is, that's rare nowadays because a lot of people be comfortable with snaking each other. But we ain't gonna talk too much. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video.
Like I always want to do stuff that when we're doing stuff from music, that fits the makes it reminds you of the who is this guy?
Let's dive into the amazing story of Eminem and 50 Cent's friendship, starting with their lives before they met. After 50 Cent survived being shot 9 times in 2000, no label wanted to sign 50 because he didn't have the best reputation, especially when you release a song like How to Rob, where you threaten a lot of people in the music industry with robbery.
I rob ODB, but that'd be a waste of time. Probably have to clap him running towards the night.
Nobody would want to work.
Cut it out. Yeah, like come on. Like nobody wanted to sign him, but gangsta rap was being pushed. Come on, cut it up, bro. Cut it up, bro.
On top of that, he already had beef with Ja Rule. The truth of the matter is that in 1999, Ja Rule was robbed at gunpoint in Queens, New York by one of 50 Cent's supposed affiliates. After this, they had a run-in at a club at which Ja Rule was allegedly hostile. But Ja denies seeing the group there, leading to what was probably a simple misunderstanding. Soon after this, 50 Cent released his diss track of Ja Rule, Life's on the Line.
I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you.
However, it wasn't until the next year, 2000, that things got a little physical. In Atlanta, Georgia, the pair were booked to perform at the same club, which ended in a physical altercation between the two. Later that year, 50 Cent was stabbed. 50 Cent's G-Unit crew ran into Murder Inc. at Hit Factory Studios in New York City, where Ja was allegedly tipped off to their whereabouts. We mention this beef for a reason, as we will refer back to it later. In general, by that time, 50 Cent had made a lot of enemies, so he struggled with labels. This greatly upset the rapper. The producer of Sha Money XL told 50 that he had just bought himself a new house and that the rapper could record there. He then came with his homies. They then found a DJ called DJ Whoo Kid and started recording mixtapes. 50 Cent's records reached Detroit, that is, to Eminem. He couldn't stop listening to them, and Slim Shady was ecstatic.
I brought it to Dre. Dre heard it. He was sold. And basically we said, let's do a joint venture. We flew him out to LA. I had a meeting with him, and I sold myself to him and told him what I wanted to do, and then got Dre involved. We had a meeting the next day.
As 50 Cent said in an interview, I am on the dream team now. I have 2 of the coolest bodyguards, Dr. Dre and Eminem. Eminem was most instrumental in the process of signing 50 Cent to a record contract. The deal was that it would be a joint venture between Eminem's Shady Records and Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records, all under the umbrella of their parent company, Interscope Records. This was an ideal situation for 50 as an artist, as he had the benefit of having both Dre and M in the studio, contributing on the production side of things. In 2002, a track for the film 8 Mile was released under the name Rap Game.
I ain't digging no hole for this rap game, man. I'm telling you, no, it ain't happening.
In 2003, the historic album Get Rich or Die Trying was released. Eminem featured in 2 tracks.
I got something for your ass. Keep thinking I'm pussy right now.
Yo, whatever happened to Lloyd Banks? what happened, like whatever happened to Lloyd Banks, I feel like he was a dope artist too, and definitely had like great lyricism. However you say it, like he was a great lyricist. You don't really hear from him no more, or you don't really hear 50 Cent speak about him no more. I know they not cool, especially from the interview 50 Cent had where he said he would rather Yayo run everything, or I think that's who he said run everything, and him be the person that just do like the business and stuff like that. And a lot of people said he really probably wanted to say Lloyd Banks.
So don't push, man. Patiently waiting to make it through all the hating, debating whether or not you can even weather the storm.
By the way, in the song Patiently Waiting, 50 Cent called Marshall his favorite white boy. Eminem also took part in the legendary Indie Club music video, and in turn, 50 Cent mentioned his friend in the song.
When you select Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love.
Right here is Eminem's move, man, but I'ma hold on to this one. I'ma keep this one. He got a few of them.
Let me just say something right quick. Every year, you don't get to keep these when you go backstage. They exchange them and everything, but I'm telling you, 50 is the only person that I've ever seen that's got to keep a Moon Man.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, 50? 50 told me if I win an award, he wants to come out here and hold this for me so he gets used to what Moon Men feel like and how heavy they are, because he's probably going to get a lot of them.
The guys began to
Bigging
perform
up your
together,
mans.
which caused their friendship to only grow stronger.
I'm gonna give it right back, though.
Just give it back right now.
Okay.
Give me one.
At that time, the feud between Ja Rule and 50 Cent was in full swing, but Ja had a new opponent, Eminem. The reason for this was that Ja was mad at him for signing a contract with 50. Therefore, Ja released his diss track where he mentioned Marshall's daughter.
Your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut, so what?
And that's out of pocket. A lot of people, like I recently seen somebody commented on a video I did a while back on the whole Drake versus Pusha T thing, and it was like, "Oh, nah, kids is not off limits. You can mention kids, you can mention me. That's just me personally. My opinion. Kids should not be mentioned. That's my personal opinion. Kids should not be mentioned at all. I don't care what nobody say. Wives, cool, and all that. And this is why me personally, like, I don't see how people do battle rap. Like, I don't see how people do battle rap. They're getting grabbed on and getting told, suck my dick and all that. And, I hang your daughter over a balcony and all this. And I couldn't do that, bro. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. So salute to those who do battle rap and be able to stand throughout the whole battle with that being said in their face. You know how battle rappers they get directly in your face and be grabbing you, and salute to y'all that could do that, because I couldn't, bro.
What's Haley gonna be when she grows up?
Therefore, as a response, Haley's Revenge was released, where we also hear a conversation between Eminem and his daughter.
What do you want to be when you grow up, baby?
But I don't want to grow up to be like Ja Rule's little dirty ass kid.
But this was not the end of it, because 50 and M made a joint diss track against their opponent. In Hail Mary, the guys taunt Ja Rule for never being able to become the next Tupac.
Nah, that's funny to me. She said, I don't want to grow up to be like Ja Rule. Nah.
In 2006, these friends released what was perhaps their main joint hit, called You Don't Know.
You know, it feels like that whenever we see each other again. You know what I'm saying? If we don't see each other for 3 months, and then, then we do see each other, it's like the same.
From 2002 to 2008, Eminem struggled greatly from his drug addiction.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Hear me, man. You're not fucking hearing me. Don't fuck with the fucking witch, man. Don't fuck with the fucking witch.
In 2006,
And what's crazy about this is, even through this, 50 Cent still rocked with him. He ain't never changed or diss him and be like, you know what I'm saying? Or even say too much about the situation. That's how it's supposed to be.
Eminem's health deteriorated exponentially, especially after his close friend Proof died. As Marshall himself says, it was a perfect reason to get high again. Sometimes he just laid in bed and cried. And in 2006, Marshall gained a lot of weight. During the peak of that period, weighed 230 pounds at 5'8". Check out just how high Eminem was in an interview where 50 Cent took part.
Em, this is for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Now, shorty, she in the club. She dancing for dollars.
She got a thing for the Gucci, the Fendi, the Prada.
50 Cent had to save the interview.
I actually need him to make my music. So he be.
Me and 50 have 3 songs together. There's 3 songs together, and we have, like, we're all over the album.
All over it.
But
Which means you need it.
so is.
In one of the recent interviews, Eminem said the following: "I remember things started getting really, really bad when me, 50, and G-Unit did BET's 106th and Park. We performed You Don't Know on the show, and then we did an interview afterward. That's when the wheels started coming off. One of the hosts was talking to me and I could not understand a word she was saying. 50 had to cover for me and answer every question." Back to the addiction problem. One of the doctors he knew prescribed the rapper other pills. One pill and had a great mood for the entire day. After the children went to bed, he drank one, but of course, that was not enough for him, and he took another one. But also that wasn't enough. Half an hour later, he felt sick and managed to get to the bathroom where he dialed an ambulance while lying on the floor. The doctors who arrived diagnosed him with an overdose of methadone.
Had I got to the hospital about 2 hours later, I would have died.
A week after he was checked out of the hospital, he started taking drugs again because he couldn't sleep. A month after the overdose, he was predicted to have a relapse and a subsequent death. In that terrible month, he woke up every morning thinking that his time was running out.
Walking around my house and thinking every single day, like, I'm gonna fucking die.
After Eminem finished rehab, he released the album Relapse, which featured 50 Cent in a collaborative song titled Crack a Bottle.
So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the ladder.
According to 50 Cent, Eminem planned to drop Relapse 2, but changed his mind.
Look at it and you go, creatively what he's deciding to put out. Like, we had a whole nother album when he did Relapse. He didn't like the response, so he didn't even put out the whole Relapse 2.
Damn. One of the songs that could have been on this album is called Is This Love?
Go to hell, R-U-N-T-E-L-L. I'm coming, straight dumbing with my gunning.
And in 2012, yet another combo of these two was released.
I put my blood, my sweat, and my tears in this shit. Swamp cutting up, you're gonna end up broke. Betting you ever better dog is.
Hip hop is black music. Unfortunately, for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists.
Also, to quote what 50 Cent said about how important Eminem is to hip-hop culture, he said, "I think Eminem is more important to hip-hop than people actually credit him for." Eminem knows how to properly cheer up 50 Cent. That same year, 50 was hospitalized due to food poisoning he got after eating a burger. He felt terrible. Here's what 50 Cent said, recalling Eminem's call. "I'm in a dead serious moment. Like, damn, I don't believe this is happening right now." Eminem goes, "Yo, Fifth, if you were shot 9 times, if you die over a burger, this ain't gonna go right. People ain't gonna be feeling this."
He's a guy that, one of my best friends, because I can trust that he's gonna be honest with his constructive criticism when it's time to listen to the music before it goes out.
In 2015, 50 Cent and Eminem turned down See You Again record.
When I see you again.
Yo, with that song, some people say they tired of that song. Like, some people said they tired of that song. And I seen Wiz Khalifa comment like he was too. Like I guess he was making a joke and trolling too, saying like he tired of it too.
50 Cent revealed that he and Eminem were offered See You Again, which went on to feature Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth, but had to turn down the Furious 7 record because of Eminem's involvement with the Southpaw soundtrack. At the time, we had to make a decision between doing that and the song for Fast and Furious, and that record was a huge success for Wiz Khalifa and them. We decided to do Southpaw because he was invested in the project, 50 Cent said. After Eminem's diss on Trump,
He's gonna get rid of all immigrants. He's gonna build that thing up taller than this.
50 Cent posted on Instagram saying, "Still number 1, love you, Em, you my friend for life." In 2018, M's beef against MGK was the loudest in hip-hop.
Yeah.
Called kamikaze, so that means to kill him. Already fucked one rapper's girl this week, don't make me call Kim.
Kelly, they'll be putting your name next to John, next to Benzino. Die, motherfucker, like the last motherfucker saying Haley.
After releasing Eminem's reply, 50 Cent naturally backed his close friend. Man, do you see this shit? Think about it. The biggest hip-hop song on YouTube. Now everybody gotta take an L because of MGK. What the f? We didn't have anything to do with this shit. Damn, how many times y'all was playing that shit? LOL, get the strap, wrote 50 on Instagram.
If anybody's thinking of doing that type of competition with Eminem, they should stop right away because it's not gonna turn out good. No.
In 2019, the guys released a track together with Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran is a dope artist too. That's what I personally think. Ed Sheeran is a dope artist, but he just don't release consistently. Like I feel like that's an artist that could disappear and come back, but he don't release consistently enough to, you know, hold a name 100%. But his name is memorable, so.
In 2020, Eminem supported rapper 50 Cent on the Hollywood Walk of Fame star ceremony, where he gave an emotional speech.
And he's also helped me through a lot of hard times in my own life, and he's always been there when I need him. So 50, congrats on your star, man. Hollywood is making official what I knew from the beginning and Dre knew from the beginning. Thank you.
In an interview, 50 Cent talked about a funny chat with Eminem.
He texted me and was like, yo, Dad, when you gonna fly me in private so I can land on that dick? Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? That you said a line of you're supposed to say it made it sound cool. Right? And he said, oh, so here's some other shit. But he stopped doing what he's doing to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit makes my day on a whole nother level. Because I'm like, it was random. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yo, I love him. That's my guy.
For those who don't get it, Eminem made a reference to the song The Woo.
Kind of bitch, she be saying some shit like when you gon' fly me in private so I can land on that dick.
In 2021, the series Black Mafia Family was released. It's a crime drama television series that
50 Cent been killing it with the TV shows, and I think he got a whole El Chapo podcast and all. He's been killing it as far as the whole like directing scene. He's been killing it.
revolves around the Black Mafia family, an organization involved in drug trafficking and money laundering. 50 Cent was one of the producers of the series, and he, of course, called Eminem to play the role of the character White Boy Rick.
What up, though? What's up, Meech? Fuck is that? It's White Boy Rick.
In an interview, 50 Cent said that Eminem didn't want to take part in the film because of his bad experience with 8 Mile. He struggled to convince him. As some of you may know, after filming this movie, Marshall got addicted to drugs. And in 2022, the guys gave a legendary performance at the Super Bowl halftime show.
And it was alleged that Jay-Z didn't want 50 Cent there, but Eminem said he wouldn't go on stage unless 50 Cent was there.
This performance caused a lot of controversy after Snoop Dogg went on Drink Champs.
I hit the homie, the big homie Jay-Z, right? The white guy called for 50 Cent. Eminem called directly. And he said,
that's his guy.
He said, I can't do it if I can't bring 50 up.
But that's his guy.
50 Cent commented on this on his Instagram saying, why would he have to say that should be the question? Nor your big homie is running around trying to look like a painter. A shot at Hove's John Michael Basquiat-esque hairstyle. In a follow-up post, 50 Cent also wondered why Jay-Z referred to Eminem as a white guy rather than a title that more accurately represents his status in hip-hop culture. Why did he say the white boy? Why didn't he say the biggest rap artist in the world?
M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself, like that. I'm a shady aftermath. Jay-Z and them was putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
After such a spectacular show, representatives of the World Cup invited Eminem and 50 Cent to perform, but Eminem refused. The budget was $9 million. Eminem would get $8 million, while 50 would get $1 million. In the same interview, he gave us good news.
I'm gonna bring his 8 Mile to television.
Does he know that?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
How far along? How far
Wow.
along in the process are you guys of that?
We emotion.
Like I love them. That's my boy.
That'll be interesting to see for the simple fact that how long do you think you can stretch like 8 Mile as far as like it being like on TV? Like how long do you think you could keep that going? But 50 Cent always got something clever up his sleeve, so I'm not really surprised.
Right behind my grandmother.
Wow. Damn is your guy.
Yeah, because he did the most for me.
This is an example of a true friendship that will touch anyone and everyone's hearts. The next video I recommend you to watch is about how 50 Cent bullies his enemies in celebrity.
I already watched that, and shout out to Music Vibe, but they definitely set the tone for friendship because you're gonna see this nowadays. A lot of people argue over money, and they really got a good foundation and example of what a true friend is. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for all the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.